There we go. Woo! I did it. Okay, great. I'm excited because I'm using a new technology called StreamYard. Y'all know how that is when using some new stuff. And you like, please work. So I'm excited to have you guys on here tonight. Definitely want to welcome you to my live tonight. Definitely go ahead, tell your family, tell your friends to jump on here because this is definitely some information that they are going to want to hear. Okay? It's going to be a really good live tonight. Hey, Allison, thank you, girl. I just got it done, child. I've been filming all day today, and it has been amazing. Okay, so my auntie Jeannie is saying she doesn't see me. Okay, I'm on. Others do. Okay. All right. So excited to have you guys. Excited to have you guys on here tonight. So, what's up, Tania Johnson? So, go ahead and share this feed, guys. Go ahead and share this feed. You definitely want to get as many as people on here as possible because this information tonight is definitely going to be a game changer. Okay. So, Facebook Live. Okay, good. You do see me. Yay. Okay. Will you text Auntie Jeannie? She said she don't see me. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, girl. Have to get these girls together. All these lives we're doing right now, right? It's like a whole nother world. And as you can see, hey, L'Oreal, I've been praying for you and hubby, expecting great things. But you can see like we're in a whole nother time. It's like a whole nother world. Like this is a time now where we got to really put on our thinking caps and really collab and ask questions and read and study. And I tell you what, this quarantine has really, you know how I'm praying for it to be over, of course, ready to get out. But you know how that scripture talks about that all things work together for the good to those that love the Lord. I can tell you what, it is working together for my good, and it's going to be working together for your good. And so I'm going to be talking to you tonight, Shelby, about how you can build a digital empire. Right? You literally can build a digital empire. Big shout out to Camille, my COO, who got me all together with this Ether, cord, Wi-Fi, StreamYard, the whole thing. So big shout out to you, Camille. Thank you so much for that because it's allowing me to continue to do what I love to do, which is empower people and let everybody know that at the end of the day, if you desire to be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, then that's exactly what you can do. And, you know, when I look at the world today and I look at everything that's happening, you can see obviously that it's time to make a shift, that it's time to make a change. And if you don't start to change with it, you'll find yourself probably in a very bad space, right? And you think about like some of the elders that you know who just, they're not going to use technology, right? They're not going to use Cash App. They're not going to take a picture of the check because it's so advanced for them. They're like an alien in their own world. I'm telling you right now, in the next couple of years, Victoria, people are either going to be rich or poor. And for people that did not become obsessed with self-education, they're going to find themselves in a very bad space because everything is changing. And guess what? It's not going to slow down just because you don't want it to change. I mean, think about it. 2 years ago, there was no Cash App, right? There was no Cash App. As a matter of fact, and then when Cash App did show up, you know, a lot of people were kind of leery. I think people that, you know, are not quick to become what I like to call first adopter. You really need to create a first adopter mindset. That's really where we are. You need to have a first adopter mindset. That means that you're willing to make the change, you're willing to make the adjustments, and you're willing to learn and earn. Where in traditional education, it was like gather all the data, gather all the information, then take the test. Well, that's not the case. If you really desire to become wealthy, you have to have a mindset as I'm going to get the information. I'm going to learn as I go. I'm going to learn as I go. I'm going to keep shifting because everything is shifting. And so my hope is that you on here are hungry, right? Because at the end of the day, the only thing that it takes to really become successful and to become wealthy is to make a decision that I'm hungry, that I want more information. I realize that I need to shift. I realize that I need to I need to change, and then just start changing. You know, a month ago, I didn't know about StreamYard, which is a tool that I'm using today. But today I do. A month ago, I didn't know about a lot of different things. But what am I doing? I'm quickly adopting and changing as the information is coming. I'm not over analyzing. I'm saying I'm going to learn as I go, and I'm going to figure it out. And if I make a mistake, that's okay, but I'm going to keep changing. And that really has to be your mindset, right? Because when people, a lot of times when you see people that maybe were relevant years ago in business, because they didn't keep making the adaptation, they didn't keep changing, then what ended up being relevant, it's like somebody having an iPhone 2 or an iPhone 4. Like that was like 10 years ago, right? Every year, Apple is a great example of how things are changing. And right now, the velocity in which things are changing is happening at a very, very rapid rate. And so I really want to encourage you, that those of you that are on here right now, to just go ahead and make a decision that, you know what, I'm going to keep changing. I'm going to keep changing with technology. I'm going to keep changing with the world. I'm going to educate myself. You know, years ago, people wanted to go to a Yale or a Harvard or, you know, a Spelman or a Howard, and those are still great schools to go to. But the reality is that the wealthy today realize self-education is the number one thing that you can do. Self-education, and then connecting to the right focus group. And that's exactly what happens here. When you make a decision that you're going to partner with me or partner with one of the people that invited you on here today, you're basically saying, I'm making a commitment to become wealthy. I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to start, and I'm going to educate myself, right? I'm going to have conversations that stimulate growth and that encourage growth. And that's exactly where you need to be. It's not about getting everything perfect. It's just putting yourself in a position to say, hey, I'm ready to learn. So what I want to talk to you about today is trading foreign currency and cryptocurrency. God has blessed my life. I've been able to build a very, very strong wealth portfolio that I've been growing now for a while. I made my first million at 27, and I just really haven't looked back. And I made that first million, Natasha, in an industry of technology and innovation. That's when everybody was using Nextel, and the Nextel, you pick up that phone and hit the two-way, and you could communicate with people all over the world. And that was really fascinating for people, right? People were like, wow, you know, I can communicate from phone to phone. And so I made, you know, I became very successful at the first minority franchise in the city of Detroit. And I remember when I first, I got hired on from them first, and then I got so good until I ended up opening up my own franchise. And then after that, you know, you can see this whole evolution of cell phones, right? You see when the cell phones are really big, and then they got smaller and smaller and smaller. And so what am I saying? That's what's happening with money right now. You know, money used to be your grandparents could put money in a savings account or maybe a 401k and retire very well. But now, if a person is just saving money, savers are really losers, right? Savers are losers. And so now that same vehicle that would work years ago, if a person tries to do that right now, they're going to find themselves in a really bad spot, right? So now we have the opportunity to say, hey, you know what? I want to learn how to trade, and I'm going to learn as I go. So what is trading foreign currency? Trading foreign currency is basically the ability to trade any two countries and their two currencies, right? So you have the ability to trade the Great Britain pound and the Japanese yen. You have the ability to trade AUD, CAD, which is Australian dollar and Canadian dollar, any two countries and their two currencies. So if you and I were to take a trip to London, right, which I was supposed to do the end of February, but Rona started acting a fool, child, so I couldn't go anywhere. But if I was to go to London, we were to go to London, the first thing that we would have to do when we got to London is we would have to go to the exchange store or either a bank and trade the dollar for the euro, right? And if the value of the euro was greater than the value of the dollar, we would end up getting less euros back, right? Okay, so that's the ability to trade. But here's the beautiful thing about it. Because of technology, I don't have to actually be in the geographical location. I can literally do it from anywhere in the entire world. Any two countries and their two currencies, I can trade, okay? And again, everything happens on your cell phone. So you know how long it takes you to send money on Cash App. Well, that's the same amount of time that it takes to actually trade, right? Again, everything happens from your cell phone. You're going to type in some numbers that we're going to walk you through, bada boom, bada bing, and it's done, okay? Now, what will happen when you first get started is we're going to walk you through some beginners videos, because we realize that the average person has never, ever, ever heard of trading foreign currency or a cryptocurrency. We understand that. So what's going to happen is we're going to walk you through some beginners videos that are very basic. Like, in other words, you could put your fifth grader in front of these videos and see these videos, and I promise you, they'll begin to comprehend it. You know, I always tell people, if you can count to 10 and you know your ABCs and you can trade, and in just a few minutes, I'm going to pull up what a chart looks like, okay? Now, when you first see the chart, okay, you are like, whoa. But we're going to break it down for you and show you in bite sizes how you're going to analyze the chart, read the chart. And this is just an overview, because honestly, it's like when you sign up tonight, when you make a decision, I'm paying my tuition to go to Wealth University so that I can learn how to analyze the chart, so I'll know if I should be buying or selling, right? Because the market can only move three ways. Either it's going to move up, which means I'm going to place a buy, it's going to move down, or I'm going to place a sell, or it's going sideways, which means that it's consolidating, right? It's going sideways, it's going consolidation. And a lot of times people are they're afraid of volatility because they don't understand it. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to educate you so that volatility becomes bank, all right? Eventually volatility will become bank, right? Because that's how you make money in the swings, right? And we're going to teach you that. Not only are we going to teach you that in the foreign exchange market, but we're also going to teach you that in the cryptocurrency market, right? And the cryptocurrency market is what we consider a digital currency. It is the future of money. I believe that over the next couple of years, we're going to see the value of the dollar continue to go where? Down, because it's not backed by anything. It's not backed by gold like it used to be. President Nixon took us off the gold standard in 1971. So the value of the dollar is continue to go down, which is what's happening. The value of gold is continuing to go up, right? So today, gold, as a matter of fact, hit some highs right around 1720 or something like that. I don't know where it is right now, but it hit right around 1720. I started buying gold 10 years ago when it was right around $900, right? So we're going to continue to see the value of gold go up. You're going to learn all of those things. So the things that you would normally maybe watch a Bloomberg or CNN, you're going to learn those things. And then not only are you going to learn it, but it's going to help to leverage you so that you can create profit, right? Because it's all about profitability. It's about putting yourself in a position that whether you got a pink slip or not, or got laid off or got fired or whatever, you can still learn the patterns of money. Now, let me say this. There's a difference between being an entrepreneur and an investor. This space teaches you how to become an investor. That's what I want you guys to learn. I want you to learn how to become an investor, because in business is cyclical. Money is cyclical, but it's very important that regardless of what's going on in your business, depending on your product, good or service, that if you understand money patterns, you can always make sure that you're putting yourself in a very profitable position. And that's exactly what you're going to learn today, okay? And literally, I've been in this space for 4 years, and I'll tell anybody, this was one of absolutely the smartest financial decisions that I have ever made. I made a decision 4 years ago to learn something that I knew nothing about. And I'm an econ major. I'm like an economist by profession, but I really didn't know anything about the foreign exchange market. But because I've seen people become very wealthy, I'm talking about millionaires, centimillionaires, 100 million, even billionaires, I saw people make large amounts of money in a short amount of time. So I knew, regardless of what I felt, regardless of the fact that I didn't have any prior experience or education where foreign exchange or cryptocurrency was concerned for that fact, I knew that this was a space that I was going to plan myself and tell myself, you're going to master these markets, you're going to educate yourself, and you're going to connect with a focus group of people that can assist you and help you. Okay, so now let's go back over. Again, you're going to learn You're going to learn about trading foreign currency. You're going to learn about trading cryptocurrency. You're also going to learn about accumulating cryptocurrency, right? Accumulation of cryptocurrency is extremely important, right? Because we need to be saving it. 2009, I believe cryptocurrency was sitting at about $11 per Bitcoin. Bitcoin today is sitting at about 6,000 something, 6,800 or something like that. Okay, so if something was $9 10 years ago and now it's $7,000, do you think that was a good investment? The answer is absolutely yes. That was a doggone good investment. Okay, absolutely. So now again, to review, you're going to learn about trading foreign currency. You're going to learn about trading cryptocurrency. And you guys need to share this feed, really. You need to share this feed. A lot of people need to get this information because this is what I like to say. I was doing an interview earlier and I was telling somebody, I said, you've got to be able to distinguish purpose versus profit, feelings versus profit. Everything that you feel like doing, or maybe, you might feel like, well, I don't know if it's my purpose, but you have to look at profitability. You have to look at, can this create cash flow for my family, especially while you're at home right now? This is the perfect time for you to be able to say, you know what, I'm getting ready to educate myself, right? So that you can take this cash flow and begin to invest in other things like I'm doing and I've been able to do over the last several years into the real estate market, right? I've been able to take money that I've been making from trading foreign currency and putting it into real estate, putting it into oil wells, right? Putting it into gold and silver. Do you think investing in gold and silver was a smart idea over the last 10 years? The answer is absolutely yes. Why? Because it's continued to go up. Will it continue to go up? Yeah, and I don't want to get too sidetracked there, but my point is that most people don't become investors because they don't have cash flow, right? You get cash flow, it's going to solve a lot of your problems, all right? Now, hey, bestie. Hey, girl. I love you, and I'm so proud of your prayer intensive. You need to go follow my bestie, child. Anyway, so basically, do you think that was a smart investment for me to start trading foreign currency? Was that a smart decision for me to start trading crypto? But guys, listen, it wasn't just because I was so smart, right? It was because I got with a focus group of high net worth individuals that were trading, and they put together a system that breaks it down for the average person. So what am I doing right now? I'm educating myself even more. I'm making good use of my time. See, the reality is this time that we're in right now is either going to promote you or expose you. How you spend this time right now is vitally important. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm about cash flow. And if it's not cash flowing, you need to decide, do I need to be spending my time there? I might like to sew clothes, but is that going to cash flow? I might like to bake cookies, but is that going to cash flow? And that's what you need to be asking yourself. Where am I putting my time? Is this going to cash flow, right? And this is why it's important. This space is huge because this space is going to allow you to start to understand the asset classes, especially the digital asset class. The digital asset class is extremely important. Many of you now have an opportunity to build a digital empire. And you might say, what the heck is a digital empire? That's exactly why this space is so important. And the person that invited you on here, you need to really tell them thank you in advance, right? Because it takes two things to become wealthy, Erica. You have to make the decision and then you have to start. I want you guys just to put that in the chat right now. Make the decision and start. Make the decision and start. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I'm using this platform is because my bestie, between her and Dr. Heavenly, they were like talking about StreamYard. I'm like, put me on game. This is a digital platform, right? That allows you to get 6 people on here and you can go Facebook Live and YouTube Live. I'm giving y'all free game right now, right? So what am I saying? I said, I need to do that because I know without a shadow of a doubt, God is calling you as he is calling me to build a digital empire. And so that means that I have to begin to adapt tools quickly and easily and fumble my way through until I master it so that I can do that. It's the same thing while many of you are on here. You've been talking about maybe learning how to trade foreign currency or learning about cryptocurrency, or maybe you thought the cryptocurrency was a scam. It's literally not. When I get done with this right now, I am literally right now getting ready to get on my Coinbase to purchase Bitcoin. Why am I doing that? Because of the education that I'm getting here, right? So I want you, especially if you're a guest and you're not already trading with us, I just want you as a guest to type in the chat, digital empire. If you're a guest, you're not already trading with us, just type digital empire, okay? All right, now you're gonna sign up for one time for $234. $234. You're going to sign up one time. After you sign up one time, then every 30 days, we charge $79. Now listen, we can help you waive that. You can get a scholarship by getting just 2 people to do the same thing. Because here's the thing, most people, when they realize this is real and it's not a scam and all of that, they are ready to go, okay? So now what I'm getting ready to do, give me a moment, because I'm getting ready to pull up a chart for you guys, because I want you to see exactly how this works. So this is my first time doing this, child. So be patient with me. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the chart, and this chart is just gonna be a little bit of an indicator so you can know what you're gonna have access to and what it's gonna look like, okay? So you'll be able to have access to this. And again, if you can count to 10, you know your ABCs, then what? You can trade, okay? And I'm gonna show you this. This is real simple. So you'll be able to see exactly how this happens. And again, you'll have access to this. Now I'm going a little bit ahead because we are going to give you access to beginners videos. So again, it's going to give you the fundamentals of trading. I'm going a little bit advanced. And again, I don't expect you to comprehend all of it, but I do want to show you, because I want to show you the simplicity of it, okay? And again, you'll have access to this, and we'll be able to teach you all of this good stuff. All right, now share screen. All righty, Chrome pivots. Okay, this is one of my favorite strategies that we share, that we actually trade every day. Now I know looking at this is like, what the heck is going on? Okay, but I'm gonna break it down. Okay, now this is what I want you to know. That you see all the colors, right? So you see the colors here. Okay, because I want to break it down and make it really simple for you. So first of all, this is the S&P 500, okay? So the particular pair that you're going to trade will be always in the top left. And again, remember, anytime you first see something, it freaks you out because it's like, child, is that an EKG? I remember when I first saw this, I was like, haunting. But again, I'm going to break it down. So you see here, it's SPX 500. So this is actually the S&P 500. I'm looking at the 15-minute or the 30-minute time frame, okay? And we trade time frames, okay? Over here, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 and day. I like to make money every day, so I usually trade the 15-minute and the 30-minute, okay? Now, just to keep it really simple, take a look at these lines. You see R7, R6, R5, P4, S3, S2. Now, let me say this. Let me do this. I'm going to pull up strategy 2. I like strategy 2 a little bit better because it kind of breaks down for you. Let's do strategy 2 on US 30. All right, now, if you guys see right here, think about this. Remember when it was like, you know, you've probably heard before, sell high, buy low. Sell high, buy low. So when these candles, these are called candlesticks, okay? And they represent price. This is price, okay? So right now, the price is at 23,392.00. And I got that because that number is to the right there, my line. So that tells me where price is. These two lines right here, this line here is pointing which direction? It's pointing down, right? So when something is moving down, I would place a sell. Now, I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible, child. You see this arrow right here? This arrow is pointing down. It's letting me know that this is coming down here. This line here is pointing down. So these two things alone, the red candle represents what we call a bearish candle. Okay, see, it's actually moving right now. If it was green, it would represent what we call a bullish candle. Think about this. The bulls have horns, it's moving up. The bears don't have anything, it's moving down. So this bearish candle, I would probably place a sell. Okay. Now we're also going to tell you where you're going to sell to. Each line, each colored line represents where this price is headed. So this is a bearish candle here. You can see a new candle is now forming. It looks like it's green. Maybe it's red. We'll watch it. Okay. But if this continues to go down, I would place a sell. In my take profit, I would take it to the R5. Remember, each line represents where price is headed. Okay. And again, that's all I'm going to go over. I'm going to keep it. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible, guys. We'll be walking you through with that because I realize when you first see that, child, it's like, child, what? We got you. I promise you, we got you. Okay. So again, when you sign up for 234, this is what you're going to get educated on, right? And then $179, I don't know why it escaped me, every 30 days. But remember, if you get 2 customers, then your monthly fee is going to be waived. Now, let me tell you, you're going to have tons of support. This is what I do all day, every day, webinar after webinar after webinar, right? God has blessed my life tremendously. I cannot give income claims live on social media. Holla at your girl, I give you some numbers. But I've been very blessed, okay? And a lot of people in this organization have been very blessed, right? Why? Because remember this, even when Bloomberg and everybody is saying recession, 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 remember, money never leaves the earth. It doesn't evaporate. It didn't go into the ground. Money is circulatory in nature. It's always moving. So when you get the right strategy, what happens? It starts moving in your direction. So what I want to encourage you to do is get back with the person that invited you on here. I love that, L'Oreal. Listen, the repetition, whatever you keep before your eyes and ears, you're going to get it. You're going to get tons of support. We're going to make sure you eat. I told God a long time ago, I said, if you make me wealthy, I'm taking as many as people as I can with me. All you got to do is be hungry. You don't have to be smart. You just got to say, teach, show me what you're talking about. Because I need to learn how to make cash flow every day. Because here's the thing, whatever money you make in a day, in a week, it's your money. So you can withdraw that to checking your savings account of your choice every day, every week, every month. It's your money. And we have tons and tons of testimonies. So I want you to get back with the person that invited you on here. Also, I'm going to be doing this every single morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. Get your team members on here. I cannot wait for you guys to get this. Yes, Kim, let's eat, let's go. So again, back with the person that invited you on here. Excited for you guys. Can't wait for you to join our wealth family. It'll be the smartest financial decision that you could have ever made. We got some amazing things planned. Make 2020 the best year of your life. Don't allow yourself to be distracted at external conditions. You can be a part of the largest wealth transfer that I believe the world has ever seen. All right, so make sure you get with the person that invited you on here. And I'm excited to work with you guys. Have a good night. God bless. Bye. I did it. I'm so proud of myself, chat. StreamYard is my new friend.